ambaye alisema walikutana na gari lililowazuia na wakampatia hela zake, wakamwambia nenda na usitazame nyuma, na hapo ndio mwisho Mwabili alionekana. So, wasiwasi wetu ni kwa hanikina nani hawa ambao walimchukua kati ya Cheka na Kigamboni, na mbona hadi sasa hajaonekana. Lakini masuala ya watoto kupotea tu na hatujui waliko si salama, sio njia kwa serikali ya Kenya na hata Tanzania pale walipopotea. Uliza Mama Samia, ni nini kinachoendelea? Kwa nini viongozi wetu mnaruhusu hali hizi jameni? Thank you for coming. It's been a long 48 hours, and finally we are certain that my brother is truly missing, not on his own accord, but because some people somewhere orchestrated his disappearance. So I'll read a statement on behalf of my family. We, the family of Mwabili Mwagodi, a Kenyan citizen working in Kigamboni, Tanzania, as a hotelier, are concerned of his disappearance in the last 48 hours. He has been very vocal, that's why we're concerned about political interference, especially with the SKK. He took a stand and said the politicians should not be allowed on the pulpit. In June 2024, he successfully held a protest march in Nyahururu, where political leaders who were in attendance could not address the church. And since then, he has been a serious mobilizer as far as Gen Z protests are concerned. Last year, 2024, in October, my parents received visitors who identified themselves as DCI from the security agencies of Kenyan government, and they warned them that he should cool off matters the Gen Z protests and take care of his family and earn a living. Failure to which he would be, as in they said he's risking his life. And to quote my parents, that mama ambieni mtoto msije mkaweka hema hapa. We have had conversations with him early this year where he cited a strange visit. Luckily, he was not there, and he told me, I've been told there's a strange guy who is asking for me and is not leaving, he's waiting, that he wants accommodation and discount in the hotel where he works in. He did not appear, and finally the guy left. The same thing happened yesterday afternoon. He had gone to the shopping center called Cheka around Kigamboni area, and 4 guys checked into the hotel, asked for accommodation, insisted on a discount, and speaking to the hotel manager, his colleagues called him, and he told them when they check in, he would meet them. They lingered around from 2 to 4 p.m. They never checked in, and they left. Meanwhile, he was still with his colleague, a driver, in town. So their vehicle broke down, and he decided to take a boda around 8 p.m. The last time we saw him on Twitter was around 7:30ish there, Wednesday, and he decided to take a boda. And that's what the last time his colleagues saw him. And the next day, they thought maybe he had gone home. The next day, he didn't show up at work. He stays within the hotel premise. They got concerned his phones had gone off, both the Kenyan and the Tanzanian number. Around 4 thereabout, they went to report a missing person. They were told they had to wait for it to be officially noted as a missing persons. And that is when they now decided to call us yesterday now at around 5 evening there to tell us that he is missing and they are concerned and of the activities on his social media handles and the disappearances that have been happening. So they decided to inform us, and they already reported the matter and had gotten an OB number for that. So over the night, we've been reaching out to people who could, if they could help us. And finally, I managed to get assistance with the civil society. Yeah, Vocal Africa, to help us air this matter, because nothing is forthcoming. And we just want to make sure that those who are holding him out there know that we know, and that they will be held accountable.
Sure.
Sure.
Justice has to be served.
Sure.
Mwabili served just cause to defend the integrity of the church. He was just doing his civic duty as a normal young Kenyan.
Sure.
And if there is anything else, it should just be produced through the legal justice system, and it should be transparent.
Sure.
Because it's enough. It's enough.
Sure.
It's enough.
Sure. Be strong.
And so I'm asking the Kenyan government and the Tanzanian government, please, use the legal protocols to address this issue. And if it is criminal, still, you are accountable. You are the ones that who can help us trace him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Justice for Mwabili.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know, is this related to Kenyan affairs? Because
Sure.
we understand of late also Tanzania government having issues with Kenyans. Has it been vocal about maybe the arrest rate and testimony or commenting on such?
Mwabili has been very vocal. If you look at his Twitter handles, he has been vocal for every issue concerning, looked around the Gen Z protests and the democracy of this country.
And then if you guys have also been informed that there is a butchery just adjacent to where he was apparently abducted. I don't know whether you've been informed that the Tanzanian authorities asked the butchery guys not to release the CCTV footage. I don't know if you're aware of this.
No, we are not aware of that information. The information we have is that the police were meant to commence investigations as from today, because it's been 48 hours now. And they were supposed to go to the hotel to get the necessary information, just to make the required investigation protocol. So we are yet to get any feedback on that. That's the information we have.
So, Isabella, clarification on the date. When do you believe?
That was Wednesday evening, 23rd.
And then you also mentioned that your parents received apparently these visits from people who identified as DCI officers. Did you report that?
No, we did not report. Yeah.
And Isabella, maybe as a family from the threats maybe of the sea, do you think this is Tanzanian government that picked him to hand him over to Kenyan government? Or you believe maybe these are Kenyan officers who crossed over and went and picked him up?
I'll allow him to answer that.
Just be there. So, thank you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. My name is Odiambo Jiro, the Rapid Response Officer at Vocal Africa, which is a Pan-African human rights organization working in the region. We are here to solidarity with the family of Mwabili, who we've established through our preliminary investigations that was abducted by Tanzanian authorities, working in collaboration with the Kenyan authorities. And we've also established that Mwabili had been a very vocal and active citizen, with a handle TL Elder. And he has been on various occasions calling for accountability, demanding for political accountability, and calling for an end to excesses within the police service. So as an action, we want to make a few comments. That one, we are worried by the trends of abductions and extrajudicial executions by the East African authorities, and we strongly believe that this is happening because of the refulma, which is a secret state agreement that have been abused to identify critics of government in various countries across East Africa, get abducted, and taken through inhuman and degrading treatments. We are not lost of what happened to individuals like Boniface Mwangi, and you are seeing these trends now going to another serious level. So as an organization, we want to urge the Kenyan authorities, especially the Foreign Affairs Minister, to take this matter urgently and reach out to the Tanzanian authorities so that a Kenyan citizen, Mwabili, can be returned back home safely. And if he's being accused of any criminal conduct or behavior, we strongly believe that the legal process should be engaged so that he is taken through the justice system in a manner that do not jeopardize his livelihoods. We also want to call upon the East African legislative members to look at the growing trend of actions, of extrajudicial executions, degrading and inhuman treatments of citizens in various parts of East Africa. We demand that through the members of this legislation assembly from Kenya, individuals like Omar Hassan, to consider a motion in the assembly so that the status of human rights can be discussed. And also with the view to relook into the agreement, the East African corporations, so that the question of human rights can be mainstreamed, that the East African Corporation is not only looked in the lenses of business, but also in the question of human rights and security. We are also concerned that activists and active citizens are undergoing a lot of threats. We are here to also prove that there has been a lot of wiretapping and illegal surveillance of this individual. And so this is a violation of fundamental rights and freedom. So as an organization, we are here to call out on the President, William Ruto, to consider his position and stand on how he deals with the young people. The young people are undergoing a lot of threats, and in this instance, we are seeing the regime now pursuing individuals who are critics of the government, even outside the Kenyan border. This is a growing concern. Democracy is under siege, and our demand is that this must stop. This must stop forthwith. The security agencies must remember that their operations and actions are guided by the law. We are concerned that decisions are being made that violate rights, that do not follow the SOPs, and are a serious contravention of both local and international legal provisions. And lastly, East Africa is under siege. The East African presidents are colluding to curtail democracy, and it is a duty of all young citizens across East Africa to stand up, to unite, and bring an end to this kind of atrocities, because we are all under siege. Today is Mwabili, tomorrow it will be somebody else. We are concerned as a people, we are concerned as civil society, and we are concerned as a nation. Thank you so much. Any question? So what we've done is that we've just received this report and we've documented, and through our networks we've able to establish what we've just said. But the next course of action is that we will be officially reporting to the Kenyan authority. We'll be reporting to the police station to get an official OB. We've also established that this matter was reported in the Tanzanian police, and the OB there is CHA/RB 27262024. And so we are liaising with our contacts in Tanzania so that we are able to reach out to the security authorities there, especially the police in charge, so that we are able to establish exactly what kind of investigation have they commenced and how is that information important in pursuing this matter. But we must be very clear on this, that a Kenyan citizen have rights in any part of this world. And it's the duty and obligation of the Kenyan government to make sure that any Kenyan facing challenges in any part of the globe is supported and is protected. We urge the Kenyan authority to move with speed to make sure that this young man do not go through what Boniface Mwangi and others went through. It is our prayer that the minister, Mheshimiwa Mudavadi, will move with speed and secure the release of this young man. If anything is being accused of any criminal conduct, we urge that he be brought back to Kenya and charged in the Kenyan courts of law.
Sisi kama familia Mwabili Mwagodi tuna wasiwasi kwa jinsi na hali tulivyopata taarifa hizi hapo jana jioni, kwamba hajulikani alipo, simu zake haziingii. Mwajiri wake akanieleza pia hao waliingia na wasiwasi Wednesday usiku, wakidhania kwa labda yuko kwake, maana anaishi katika eneo la hoteli anakofanya kazi, lakini kwa asubuhi hayupo, simu haziingii pia. Na basi kufikia saa 10 hivi wakaamua kupiga ripoti pale polisi katika eneo hilo la Kigamboni, na ndipo wakaamua kutujulisha kwamba ndugu yenu hatujui aliko. Alikuwa amekwenda kwa shughuli za hoteli kule mjini Cheka, lakini alikuwa na dereva wake ambaye baadaye hakumuona, na hivyo basi ndio kaona muhimu wa kutujulisha, pia kutokana na shughuli zake za kutetea haki katika mitandao ya kijamii. Basi hali hiyo imetutia hofu, kwa sababu tena baadaye leo asubuhi wakapata taarifa, waliweza kupata mwenye bodaboda ambaye alimbeba mwendo wa saa 2 usiku hivi Wednesday, ambaye alisema walikutana na gari lililowazuia na wakampatia hela zake, wakamwambia nenda na usitazame nyuma, na hapo ndio mwisho Mwabili alionekana. So, wasiwasi wetu ni kwa kina nani hawa ambao walimchukua kati ya Cheka na Kigamboni, na mbona hadi sasa hajaonekana. Maafisa wa polisi wamechukua ripoti hii. Ni hatua gani serikali watachukua kuweza kuhakikisha maisha ya kijana huyu asalimishwe tu kwa kituo cha polisi, kwa mahakama, tujue kosa lake. Kama kuna sheria za kuchukuliwa, hatua za kisheria kuchukuliwa zichukuliwe. Lakini masuala ya watoto kupotea tu na hatujui waliko, si salama. Sio njia kwa serikali ya Kenya na hata Tanzania pale walipopotea. Uliza Mama Samia, ni nini kinachoendelea? Kwa nini viongozi wetu mnaruhusu hali hizi jameni? Si sawa na si haki. Tunaomba tu haki itendewe kwa Mwabili. Mwabili alisimama tu kwa jukumu lake la kitaifa kama kijana aliyetaka kanisa lisimame kidete kuhakikisha kuwa wamelinda uongozi wa kanisa kutokana na siasa kuingilia na kuchafua jina la kanisa kuambatana na msimamo wake. Tunaomba tu haki.
Haki ya Mwabili.
Haki kwa 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 Mwabili.
pia kuna jambo ambalo nimechezea hapa. Ni vizuri kuelewa kwamba alikuwa mwanaharakati shupavu na alikuwa katika mstari ya mbele ya kupigania demokrasia na kuhakikisha kwamba kanisa limebaki wima na ijangiliwa na masuala ya kisiasa ambayo haitusaidii sisi kama Wakenya. Na mkiangalia mtandao yake, handle yake ya Twitter, TL Elder ameeleza kwa kinagaubaga matakwa yake na dhamira ya vijana. Na pia ndugu yetu mwanaharakati mwenzetu ameeleza pia kwamba amekuwa akiwindwa na vyombo vya usalama za Kenya. Na pia mamake mzazi ametueleza kwamba kuna wakati mwaka jana maofisa kutoka DCI Kenya walifika nyumbani kwake na kumpa warning kwamba ambie kijana yake awachane na shughuli ya wanaharakati, shughuli ya kutetea haki na shughuli ya kutetea uwazi. Na pia tumeelezewa pia na familia kwamba baada ya hapo watu wasiojulikana lakini wanaaminika kwamba ni maskari wamekuwa kimtembelea huko Tanzania mahali anafanya kazi, kujifanya kwamba wamekuja kulala, lakini wanalazimisha kumuona yeye eti wampigia asante kwa kuwapunguzia bei ya kulala. Haya yote yanaonyesha wazi wazi kabisa kwamba serikali ya Kenya kupitia vyombo vya dola ndio wamehusika moja kwa moja kumnyakua ndugu wetu. Kwa hivyo haya ni utekaji nyara ambayo imetekelezwa na serikali ya Kenya wakishirikiana na serikali ya Tanzania. Kwa hivyo hatuwezi sema sijui ni watu binafsi, ni nini. Serikali ya Kenya kupitia vyombo vya usalama wameshirikiana na serikali ya Tanzania kumnyakua huyu ndugu yetu. Na tunahimiza serikali ya Kenya, hamwezi kuwa mnahangaisha Wakenya wakiwa ndani ya Kenya, mnawapiga risasi, mnawapoteza, na hata wale ambao wamevuka boda pia mnawafuata. Hii tabia lazima ikome, na sheria lazima iangaziwe, na haki lazima idumishwe. Kwa hivyo tunaomba wanajumuiya wa East Africa, vijana, endeleeni kusimama kidete kutetea huyu ndugu yetu na kuhakikisha kwamba jumuiya imesimama imara kwa haki na kwa amani. Asante.